Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jack here from Jacktastic PCs, and today we're going to be doing another Windows Server 2016 tutorial. We are going to be setting up a very simple share, a network drive share. So let's get right into it. Alright, so the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to launch and connect to my server. I don't have the servers from when I was originally doing this series, and so I had to essentially recreate everything that was on them, but that wasn't very difficult. And so this is going to boot up, and when we're in, I will get back. Alright, and so I'm just going to go full screen. The computer's just in the process of booting up. You can go ahead and if you're ever connecting and you can't stand seeing this here like I can't, you just click this and it'll unpin the connection bar and it'll just fade away after a couple seconds. Pro tip. Okay, so I renamed the network to Jacktastic Net and I put a new message. So I'll go ahead and I'll sign in. And once we're in, the folder redirection policies that we had before and everything are here. Alright, and so we are finally into Windows Server. I kind of turned it off a little abruptly last time. But so we're in here, the stuff's going to pop up, it's going to take a second to load, and then I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys how to set up a network share. Okay, and so we are finally into Windows Server 2016. This applies to previous versions of Windows Server as well, 2012 R2, 2012, and 2008. I'm not sure about 2003. But if you're using 2003, stop and upgrade to something newer. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that the drive you want to share on your network is shared. And so we'll go ahead and open Windows Explorer. And we can see the drive I'm going to be sharing is Jacktastic Shares. So if we right click on this and go to Properties, we're just going to do the regular sharing procedure that we usually do. So you go to Sharing, Advanced Sharing, Permissions, if you haven't already created one, and just make it so everyone can read and write. Unless you have very specific groups, then you can go ahead, add a group, and give them specific permissions. And once you're done that, go ahead, hit OK, make sure this folder is shared, and then we're going to need this path right here. And so what you can go ahead and do is just copy that now. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open up group policies. So once we have this opened up, you can go ahead and maximize that. And just go ahead and open your group policy. I name this Jacktastic Domain Policy. I'm going to go ahead full screen this, and then we just got to find the policy we're looking for. And the policy we're looking for is under Preferences, Windows, and Drive Maps. So once you click on this, you should see nothing here. And all you have to do, very easily, is hit New, Mapped Drive. You want to have it update, and this is where we can go ahead and paste in our share location. So Jacktastic Shares. Always make sure to click Reconnect so that it automatically reconnects every time you log in. And then we can go ahead and label it. I'm just going to call this very simply Jacktastic Shares. I typically like to do this so that there's no confusion with the operating system. Just hit Use First Available starting at, and then I usually put D because most computers only have a C drive, sometimes an optical drive. Once you do that, you're all set. Just make sure to go ahead and hit Show This Drive so that it's always there for them. And then you can hit Apply, and you're all set. I'm just going to go ahead and X out of these few windows since we don't need those anymore. I'm going to run PowerShell and the command gp, once it loads, gp update. And this will go ahead and update our group policy. And then when I launch a client virtual machine, we'll go ahead and see it there. So let's hop into a client virtual machine. Alright, and so now we're on our client virtual machine, and we're going to go ahead and sign into my account, and then we should see the drive mapped. So if we go to Other User, Jack, put in my password. Alright, we're signing in. This is the first time I'm signing in on this virtual machine, so it'll take a minute. Alright, and so now we are in. From before, the same thing, Google Chrome automatically installed, but if we go ahead and open Windows Explorer, hopefully it doesn't take forever, we should see that our drive was mapped. Should. We can see the folders that are shared, documents, downloads, desktop. And then if we go here, we can see it perfectly clear, Jacktastic shares. We'll go ahead and I'll create a text document in here. We'll call it stuff. And now if we go back over to our other virtual machine, we can see Jacktastic shares stuff. Huzzah. And it's also gone ahead and actually mapped it again for this server, so you can just hide that. But that's the basics of this video. If you guys liked it, drop a like down below. If you didn't like it, drop a dislike. And if you really did, tell me what you'd like to see in the next Creating a Homelab video. Until next time, peace out. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, and hit the little notification icon so you get notified every time I upload a new video.